Okay, this has gotten ridiculous. So no, I had to hawk those 3 Pikachus last, but now we put in cards that really they have to be absolutely atrocious to not be worth grading. So we have a first edition non-holo Dragonite. Would be dope if this was a first edition holo Dragonite, but really just a minor thing here on the side. Some stain on the front. Wow, this has some super solid wax on it, actually, so that's really satisfying to feel, but I don't want to... I don't know, the card feels semi-real, semi-fake. It's a little different. And this is a card someone would fake, even in the past if they needed to. It still feels real to me. Got some whitening going on right here. And technically, I don't know, technically this would be whitening across the top. It's not really where, it's more like the card wasn't made right. Trying to see if that will come off. It's kind of like a stain. It might be a print error because it looks like it's below the wax. You can see that one piece of whitening there and some corner stuff. This will probably 8, to be honest. We're just gonna put it down as an 8. If you're a little confused, this has been a running thing with a stack of cards we've been trying to kind of get put together as a stack of 20 of what we'd send in. This is a non-first edition, but a holo version. I'll just take a thing of scissors and cut off the first edition. I know you see scratches, but honestly they're not that bad. Centering looks pretty good. Just some stuff on the front here and there. Trying to make sure. Oh, see, that came off. And will that come off? You gotta be careful. You don't want to make things worse. That's acting like it doesn't want to come off. We do have quite a few whitening nicks on the back. It's almost too much to be a 7. I'll put 6 to 7, but honestly, these cards, even at 6 to 7s, they go for a good little bit of money, so it's not the worst. Not a big fan of all the little crud I'm seeing in the penny sleeve. Remember, folks, penny sleeves are a penny, so it really doesn't hurt to swap them out, but that one wasn't that big of a deal. Next is also a really hot topic card. Hold on, I'm seeing, there we go, crud on that. Okay, Dark Dragonite. To me as a kid, this was absolutely just a cool as fuck card. Ooh, good, got that right off. I wouldn't have attempted to have gotten that off the holo foil unless I thought it would be very easy, and it was. Centering's really great. Scratches, but just certain minor scratches for this card. Do have some whitening on that corner, some whitening on this corner, some whitening across the top, whitening on all 4 corners. I was trying to put it in this 6 to 7 category, but I'm leaning more 7 on this one. And honestly, that wraps this up. It's late. I want to just get this stack of 20 built. The only good news for me when I have cards that I don't think are worth grading is it's at least something I can list to my raw pile and continue to fund grading cards. Obviously, it would be nice. It's more beneficial to have cards worth grading. But you gotta have some raw to sell off to fund the grading. So I guess there's 2 sides to every coin. Unless it's Bitcoin, then there's no sides. Alright. we have that wrapped up. That is our sheet of 20. As you can see, our sheet of 20, which I think at this point it's a sheet of 35, something like that. Took a little while, but that happens. And I hope you're learning something. Not everything's worth grading unless you really just want it graded, because sadly the grading fee just doesn't tend to roll into the cost. And grading fees are kind of high. They're 20 plus bucks now. A couple years ago, they were as low as 13, 15. Now they're 20 plus bucks. And they don't, sometimes cards after they're graded, they only sell for $8. So you're going negative 12 just on the grading. That doesn't include any of the cost of the card that you may have paid for that card. So always take into account those things. Unless just money's no issue and you're more trying to save time and you're just grading everything like an absolute machine. We've got some time, so we try to make it worth our money, right? Our money worth our time? Either way, that completes this, and we'll have to move on to a new stack at some point, but to each their own. Bye.